Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. And I'm going to do my very best to make sure that we are delivering massive value to you today. Let me know if you guys can see the screen. Type in the chat if you can see the screen. It should say welcome. And sometimes I've had a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning. Yes, we can. Okay, cool. And do I sound okay? Do I sound muffled? Am I good? Sound pretty good. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, guys. So number one, let's get kicked off. Number one, I apologize for being a couple minutes late. And then I would just say here, okay, so someone's recording this. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I will move the chat over here. Guys, as I go through this, if you have questions, please drop them. I will stay into a full Q&A with you. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited to be here and hang out with you. What I want to tell you is more important than any money that you ever spend, more important than anything is your time. And my goal when I do these is to make sure that that I'm being super respectful of your time, and this is worth my time to continue to give and invest. How many of you guys are affected by the? Let me just take a little side tangent here. How many of you guys are affected by the coronavirus? Type in yes if you're in any way affected. And if you're not at all, type in no if you're not affected by it at all. I just want to know how the economic climate is. Someone says big time, no, no, no. Okay, awesome. Well, that is really, really good. So I would say in America, some of you guys are saying yes. In America, some people are. There's really like a couple hot spots. But believe it or not, for like 90% of America, there's virtually no impact. I mean, we're on what's called a general lockdown, meaning try to stay home. But anyway, but the biggest impact here in America is a little bit of economic impact because some people, their companies are sending them home. And so anyway, so it's tough times right now. For some people, and for some of you, maybe for some of you, it may not be. For some of you, it may be tough times just because of what situation you're in right now in life. So whether it has anything to do with what's going on right now or not, some of you, may be going through some challenges. Some of you may be working really hard and trying to get out of the situation you're in. And the biggest thing, that I've found in this, kind of online entrepreneur space is that there are people who are literally, they come to the internet, they come to their computer, they come to this webinar, and they're literally crying out for help. Like secretly inside, right? They are asking, they're almost to the point sometimes, not everybody, but they're to the point sometimes where they're literally like begging. They want help, they want success, they want to build their life, they want to get out of the situation, they just don't know how to do it. And if that is you today, I want to tell you congratulations, because honestly, you are in the right place, you've come to the right place. I want to welcome you, and I want to let you know that I'm going to do everything that I can to deliver for you and to be here for you and to connect with you and to help you with something legitimate here, that is going to legitimately help you move your business and your life and your ideas forward. Okay. Now, I do have something at the end that if you want, you can partake in, and I can help you implement some of the stuff. But what I will tell you is, whether you want to be a part of that or not, I'm fully dedicated to be here for you, to answer questions, and also to deliver a ton of value and to literally show you a bunch of systems and ways that you can make money right now. What I believe is the easiest way to make money on the internet right now is I'm going to share it with you today. I'm going to share with you my 6-point Facebook. We call it the money machine, the 6-point Facebook money machine. I'm going to show you that whole thing. And you don't have to pay for it or anything. You just have to sit back, listen, and take notes. And my hope is that you go out and implement it. So here's the thing, okay? Whether you want to buy something from me or not, I'm good with either way. The most important thing is if I share my secrets with you, okay, and this makes sense to you, my only thing is, will you implement it? Will you try to implement it? Okay, so type in the word yes if you will try to implement it. Okay, all I'm asking is for you to try. Okay, like, if I can get that commitment from you, you have a commitment from me on this call, guys, that I'm going to do everything that I can to drop as much knowledge as I can for you. Okay. Here's the thing. I already know this stuff, so I'm not on here just to regurgitate to myself. And so, obviously, like, having engagement from you guys and knowing that I'm here with people who want to learn and who want to grow is why I'm here. So I appreciate all the comments coming in. And let's go from there. So, okay. So look, in today's presentation, there's a lot of people who, they're starting to understand what digital marketing is. Okay. In around 2012, I was consulting, I ran a 7-figure agency, digital marketing agency. And we had, I'll show you a bunch of top clients. We had pictures and stuff like that. But we were working with like Fortune 10s, like Facebook, AT&T, Amazon, stuff like that. One thing that I realized is I actually did not enjoy the people that I was working with. If you ever work for big companies and really get up in management and start consulting or start working with upper level management, it was really saddening for me to see that, like, a lot of times it's more about playing politics than it is about actually being efficient at your job or really driving the company or driving revenue. And so some of you are probably nodding your head and go, dude, I know exactly what you're saying. If you've been there. And it's interesting how, like, people can be around digital marketing or around business and not actually be seriously about making money. So you will hear me talk about money a lot. I am a person who talks about money, but I want to make something very clear coming into this. Number one, there's no such thing as get rich quick. In fact, if that's what you're here for, you probably should leave, because I honestly cannot help you, and there's no such thing as that. And nothing that you're going to learn here today is going to make you rich or get rich quick or anything like that. In fact, this is probably the opposite of that. This is probably like work your ass off and you'll make a ton of money. Okay, so if you're just looking to get rich quick, I seriously can't help you, and I don't know anybody who can. But this call will do nothing but frustrate you if that's what you're here for. And look, I'll still be your friend. We can still be friends. I'm not going to be mad or butthurt if you want to leave, but you should definitely get off if that's all you're looking for. Like, you hear me talk about money and you'll hear a bunch of success stories and stuff like this. The success stories and everything I'm going to tell you about is not some get rich quick, made money overnight. There's none of that stuff. It's, worked hard for 6 years, and overnight made $1 million. Like, that's the real story. Okay. And you're going to see even my story. That's been my story as well. So here's what you can expect today. Look, in the next, I would say, 40 minutes, maybe 60 minutes. I put 60 on here to see maybe it goes that long, but probably not. I'm going to tell you the quickest way that I honestly know that we are helping people right now make 1 to 5 lakh rupees per month just by using their free Facebook personal profile. Okay. Once again, their free Facebook personal profile. Like you don't need to get into affiliate marketing. You don't need to learn high ticket sales. You don't need to do agency work. You don't need to understand sales funnels. You don't need any of that stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you how to use your Facebook page, and I'm going to show you how money is made through the personal Facebook page. Okay, and once you understand how money is made, once you understand the 6-point system, then my second point is I'm going to show you how to go find people in America. In fact, I'll pull up Facebook, and I'll show you how to find people in America who want you to do this for them. Okay, and these people will pay you $500 a month, $1,000 a month, or they may pay you $500 or $1,000 to set this up for them. And I'm telling you, there are endless and endless amounts of people who would love to use their personal page to make money. They just don't know how to do it. Okay. Now, typically, they would need to join my $20,000 or $30,000 coaching US dollar coaching program and we will teach this to them. But one thing I agreed with Raj and Tammy and the team here is we will teach you this 100% for free. The only thing we ask is you bring a great attitude and you pay attention and you implement whatever you think is right and makes sense for you. Okay. So here's the thing. One thing I want to make sure you understand just in general about business is there is a massive difference between revenue and profit. Okay. For instance, you might be thinking, well, I've got to start a webinar, or I've got to be in high ticket sales, or I've got to be whatever. Okay. Well, let me just take something like a webinar. Okay. That you may not understand. Okay. Is that in creating a webinar, okay, let's say we run a webinar like this, we do it for a couple days, and let's say we make 20,000 rupees. Okay, if we make 20,000 rupees, and you might see like me or somebody else or some other influencer or expert like post or make a post, say, hey, I made 100,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees or whatever. But what you don't hear them post, and it's kind of funny, you don't hear them say, oh man, my ad spend was 7,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees. You don't hear them say, oh man, my software costs for 5,000 or 7,000 or 10,000 rupees. Oh, and the support team I have is 5,000 or 10,000 rupees. So it is not uncommon in this industry, and I can tell you this is my 15th year being in paid consulting and coaching space, specifically around digital marketing, all 100% around digital marketing. My 15th year doing it, and by the way, I just turned 40 yesterday. So if you want to wish me happy birthday, thank you. If you don't, no worries. But I literally just turned 40 yesterday. But one thing I've learned in all this is it is not uncommon, okay, for 95% of the people that you know who say they're making money, they're showing you screenshots and stuff like this, but they're not showing you the costs, and they're not showing you and to be honest, a lot of times they don't even know their costs. This is actually crazy. Like, they don't know their costs, and they don't actually, thank you for all the happy birthdays, by the way, I appreciate you guys. They don't actually think about well, how much am I going to pay in taxes and all? Like, they literally just don't think about it. Okay, so what I want to show you today is a way to actually have zero costs. See, this is how I like to start people out who are starting on the internet. Is like, you don't want to start out in a complex business where you have to take a whole bunch of like super complex would be like high ticket sales. Okay, like you've got to learn this way to maneuver and negotiate and close and objections, and it's like a dance, really. It's like learning to be a professional dancer. It's like, man, like, you really have to get the flow of the conversation, the dynamics, what's going on. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't do that, but I'm saying like the fastest way to the cash or the fastest way to start making money is probably not to do that. Okay. Now, I know some people, like, if that's their course or their thing, they're going to say, oh my God, this is the easiest thing in the world. But I'm just telling you, it's probably not. Okay. And this is me having, in my 20s, I trained 12,000 sales reps for the company that we IPO'd called Telenav. And I'll go ahead and show you some of this stuff here in a second. But I'm just telling you, in my professional experience, having actually trained, thousands of six-figure sales reps on scripts and stuff like that, I'm just telling you, it's not as easy as people make it out to be. Okay. And even webinars and stuff like that, like learning how to do webinars, it's a lot more complicated than you might think. So what does every small business owner or solopreneur, if you want to call yourself, like, I would say most of us here today are probably solopreneurs. You probably are a one person, maybe 2 or 3 person company. Okay. But what do you really value most? Because one of the things that I did when I was starting Telenav in my 20s, Telenav, we were the first Google Maps. Okay. Google took all of our stuff, created Google Maps, and it was history from there. But so we were doing that like 8 years before Google was doing it. We were doing it on BlackBerries, Palm Pilots, Trios, flip phones, all that kind of stuff. Okay. But one thing I can tell you is when we started companies young in Silicon Valley, and we raised $133 million in venture capital, and one of the things that we did was, this is who we became. We literally just killed ourselves. We drove ourselves into the ground. And so the thing that we valued most was this. We valued our freedom, our time, our lifestyle, our family, but we literally became this person. Okay. And that is the fundamental problem of going into, and I'm just going to go backwards in the slides just to show you, going into this model where you have all kinds of costs, all kinds of moving parts, is eventually, it's like you quit your 9 to 5, start as an entrepreneur, only to build yourself into another 9 to 5. Like, you literally create a 9 to 5 for yourself where you can't get away. You have no freedom. You have no time. You have no control. And worst of all, most of the time, guys, you have no profit. Okay. And this is how I'm going to make sure that you guys never struggle with this. So here, these are some of the companies that I've done executive consulting for. You probably know a lot of these brands. This right here on the left is the house that I grew up in Seattle, Washington. This is actually what's called a duplex. So there's actually 2 homes on that upper left home there. There's a lower home and there's an upper home. So the lower home where the brick is, we lived in that 690 square foot house. It was a 2-bedroom, 4 people, super poor in the ghetto. That's the car my dad bought, and we literally rode that station wagon into the ground. I think it broke down like 30 or 40 times in like a 5-year period on us. But this is my mini mansion here in Dallas. And actually, I'm recording in another one of my houses today. That's my dream truck. I'm kind of an outdoors person, as you'll see. I have boats and stuff like that. This is me when I started Telenav. So this is my first sales team here on the bottom right. That's Scott. Let's see if I remember right. Scott, Samarkand, Ali Lalji, and John Lin. Those are my 4 regional managers. This is the NASCAR that we ended up sponsoring. We ended up going to $350 million a year in annual revenue. IPO'd the company. And we had a lot of success in my 20s. So, and I still look like that, by the way. So kidding. Just trying to make sure, see if you guys are listening. So here's some of my boats that I've owned. This is one of my, this is the house I used to live in on the lake here in Texas. Anyway, so the best part, guys, I don't show you all that to like flaunt stuff. Okay. I'm showing you that to say that the most important thing, it's about the hundreds of thousands of lives that we touch all around the world, really every single month. When we were at Telenav, we trained 12,521 affiliates, essentially like high ticket salespeople out there. Well, I shouldn't say high ticket, but they're B2B salespeople. My personal coaching over the 15 years, I've done 564 paid high-ticket students have come into my program, consulted 3 Fortune 10s. These are some of the masterminds I've held at like my mini mansion and some hotels and stuff around the country, Las Vegas, stuff like that. I've spoken at all the biggest technology events in America, including CTIA, CES, AT&T Stadium, Funnel Hacker Radio, Funnel Hacker TV. Russell Brunson's one of my personal friends. I've been a consultant for ClickFunnels. By the way, guys, of all the people you hear about on the internet, the people you see doing these webinars, their companies, I don't care how big, I don't care if it's Dan Locke, their companies are so small, I would never even consult for them. Okay. Like I'm just telling you, like, I'm on a whole nother level in terms of executive consulting, macro strategy, driving revenue, scaling companies. Like literally their company's so small, I would never even consult for them. Okay. Russell Brunson, when they started ClickFunnels, I did the highest grossing one-day webinar ever in the history of ClickFunnels. So they still feature my video case study on the clickfunnels.com homepage. It's a $1.7 million one-day webinar. I've been able to help companies make money in 284 different industries. Okay. Here's some more information. I did two of the companies that I started went 0 to 20 million in the first 2 years. This is actually really cool. This is me, Steve Larson, and a bunch of my friends, Akbar Sheikh, and people. We actually have this really awesome bestseller. In fact, I think I have it right here. We have this bestseller that's featured on it's on Amazon, and it was a bestseller for like 11 days in 5 different entrepreneur categories, and actually beat. I mean, literally was number one in entrepreneur category. So it'd be like Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, like all the big guys for like 11 days. It was actually pretty funny because we have screenshots of like our book being like number one above there. So we were like screenshotting it and sending it to them like, haha, our book's bigger than yours. But anyway, so that was our name to fame in the book world. And then here's just a bunch of experts. I've done deals with 2 different sharks from Shark Tank, a bunch of other multi-million-dollar experts. But look, guys, look, I don't say all that to brag. I just want to make sure you understand my background and where I'm coming from with all this. And also, I want you to let you know that, for some reason, ever since I was a kid, okay, I've been the guy that people came to when everything else seemed to fail. When they were on their last dollar, when they really needed help, when they were really struggling, when they were struggling with their business, with their family, when they're struggling spiritually. And I don't say that to brag. I just say like that's been my role in the world, and that's why I really care, and I want to come on and be there for you if this is where you're at. I've always been this guy, and I really think me just embracing that person has helped me grow my companies. But one thing that I've done or that I've learned to do is make it simple. Okay. So when I was a teenager, I was a kid pushing boxes in a Federal Express warehouse. Okay. I was just a kid. I dropped out of four colleges, 4 universities. I actually went to university to play college football and was a knucklehead and never finished. And I was a total entrepreneur at heart. And I remember sitting pushing boxes at 3 a.m. at a FedEx warehouse in Seattle, Washington. And I remember pushing these boxes and thinking, there's no one in this warehouse who's a millionaire. And in fact, there's no one in this warehouse who's anywhere near where I want to be. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I had this epiphany that this is the status of people's lives. Is most people go through their life on this conveyor belt lifestyle where they're just redundantly pushing a box. They're just redundantly going to their work. They're just redundantly answering the phone. They're just redundantly getting on webinars, but they don't realize what they're trying to do and the person they're trying to become is not in the building. And I want you to think about that today, because something has to change for things to change. Okay. On this day, this night at 3, I remember it was I don't know what got into me, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was like God or what it was, but in the middle of the night, 3:30 in the morning, it was our break. I took my gloves off and I walked out. My boss was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm leaving." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "You're just going to leave like that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because there's no one here going where I want to go." And so it was a life-changing moment for me. And look, I could sit here and teach you about all these different industries and all this different stuff. But what I realized on that warehouse that one day is keeping it simple is the fastest way to get to where you want to go. And I really realized that I was making it too complex, right? Cause here's what I mean by complex. I felt like I had to I was sold into this system that I had to climb this corporate ladder, follow all these people, go through all these universities in order to get where I wanted to go. But for some reason, I started realizing the world is changing. And technology is allowing things to be decentralized, where I don't need to ask permission to go speak to 1,000 customers. I can just go to Facebook and speak to 1,000 customers. You know what I mean? Whereas 10, 20 years ago, you had to go ask the news stations if it was okay for you to run an ad and pay them a ton of money. But now you can do it for free or do it for very low cost. Okay. Look. These systems right here that you're probably used to, affiliate marketing, Facebook ads, all this stuff, this stuff, drop shipping, high ticket sales, digital coaching, all this stuff doesn't work unless you have a lot of time and a lot of money to learn it. Okay. Now I'm not saying it doesn't work overall. I'm just saying unless you have a lot of time and money, this stuff doesn't work. Now, if you have a lot of time and money, these things can be super lucrative. But what I want to share with you today is the most profitable funnel in the entire world. And I'm going to prove this to you. It's the most profitable funnel in the world. And number 2, what I'm going to show you is that you are already involved in this funnel. Every single day, you're probably on this funnel. Okay. So that's the beauty of it. Now, before we go there, I want to set the groundwork on what are the elements that make up a funnel, okay, a sales funnel. whether it's online, offline, on the phone. What are kind of the core elements? Well, really, most schools would teach that there's only three real elements. Okay, there's TF money, or it's traffic. Okay, you need traffic. You need to understand the traffic, whether it's like in retail, it would be like the foot traffic, people walking up, people, who walk by, right? The foot traffic. Online, it would be like, people who come in through ads or organically or whatever, hit the website, right? So it's traffic, and then it's the funnel, which in retail, the funnel would be the storefront, how things are merchandised, those kind of things. These are the things that produce sales. It's really traffic in a funnel, okay? And so when I say a funnel, okay, here's what I mean even in retail. You'll notice that all the promotional items are by the door when you walk in. So okay, in America, if you go to a Walmart, the one section that is the most dominant section in a Walmart is kids' toys. Okay, now I'm going to have you jump in the chat here. Kids' toys is the most shopped section in a Walmart in the United States. Where do you think that the toy section is? Do you think the toys are in the front, or are the toys in the back? Where do you think they are? Type in front or back. Where do you think they're at? Somebody says front. Somebody says on the back. They're in the back, okay? Why would they be in the back, though? Because what they're doing is all the promotions are on the front. Then the thing you really came for is in the back. So guess what? You've got to make your way through the funnel. Like, see, you just think you're walking around, but you're not. You're going through the funnel. And you're seeing, oh, this is a promotion. This is a promotion. Red light special here. Big old yellow sign, neon yellow sign there. And you're making your way through the funnel. Traffic moving through a funnel equals sales, okay? Online, it's the same thing, guys, okay? Traffic, funnel equals sales. So look, what I'm going to show you is the easiest way to get traffic in a funnel. Because here's the thing, what I'm about to show you, the traffic is already there and the funnel is already there. That's why this is easy. It's already there. You just have to know how to exploit it and capture it, but you don't actually have to go generate the traffic or generate the funnel. This is why this is literally the easiest thing. Okay, all right. So let's get into this. So here's my three big promises, or I think these are three things I'm going to teach you here. So number one, how I currently get unlimited leads off Facebook in any niche. I'm literally going to show you that right now. It's 100% for free. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you right now, okay? Number two, I'm going to show you how to start a business without spending a dime on advertising using number one, okay? So how do you actually start a business using number one? I'm going to show you guys so that you guys can literally start a business doing this if you want to right now. And number three, I'm going to show you what's called the no-risk offer. So this is a really unique thing that we do where it allows you to get paid so that you never have to work for free. Because working for free, you can get really scammed and screwed that way. And so I would rather teach you how to make money, okay? So, all right, if you guys want me to teach you this system, type in the word yes, okay? I need 10 yeses and I'm gonna get started. If I don't get 10 yeses, I'm gonna drink my drink and cut off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know we got a let's go. All right, cool. All right. All right, so we call this thing the little known but quick way to get unlimited high ticket international clients. Okay, so here we go. So number one, how to get unlimited leads off Facebook and any niche. So when I was consulting at ClickFunnels, when I was consulting at Facebook, there was this Facebook rep that I was talking to. Her name's Camille, and she was telling me, she's like, yeah, people don't realize that Facebook is the number one website, like people's personal Facebook page is the number one website they will ever own in their entire life. And I said, what does that mean? She said, she said, people don't understand the value of their personal Facebook page has more value than any website they will ever own in their entire life. even if they put up jamessmiley.com, even if they put up whatever. And I said, well, how is that possible? And she said, because there is more traffic, engagement, views, comments, and all the like on your personal Facebook profile than any website you will ever own in your entire life. And when she told me that, I was like, holy crap. This was, I think, in 2010 or 2011. And I instantly thought, this is a money-making machine. Like literally, this is a money-making machine. Okay. Because I want you to think about this. The traffic is already there. Okay. So this is like saying, does anybody here like to, I don't know if you guys do this. Does anybody here fish? Like go fishing. Does anybody here fish? Type in yes if you've ever been fishing in your life. Okay, so some people fish or have fished, okay. Actually, I shouldn't say some people. One person has fished, okay. Does anybody here know what fishing is? No, I'm kidding. I'm sure you guys know what it is, right? Like, okay, here we go. All right, so somebody says, yeah, okay, cool. So look, if you were to go fishing, okay, would you rather go to a pond or a lake or whatever that has fish or that has no fish, and you got to like bring the fish with you, put them in the pond, and then catch them? Do you see what I'm saying? This is like the analogy I had in my head when she told me this. I was like, the fish are already in the pond. They're already there. I was like, no, I just need to put a lure in the water or whatever you want to call it, right? I just need to put a bait in the water, but they're already there. And I can tell you, right, how many of you guys have ever put up a website or seen somebody put up a website and it doesn't make any money? In fact, this is 99.8% of websites make no money, okay? You got companies spending $5,000, $20,000, $100,000 US dollars on a website, makes no money. How come? No traffic. So I want you to think about this. The most powerful... Now, she did tell me, Camille did say, she said, look, she said, like, if you get really big and become an expert, she goes, yeah, you might have a website that's more, but she goes, for 99% of people, your Facebook personal profile will have way more value, traffic, income. It will do way more for you and your business than anything you could ever think. And I'm telling you, what I have found is that is 100% true. Okay. And if you think about this, I promise you this, every person on this call, your Facebook personal profile, you might go, well, I don't even use Facebook. Probably still true what I'm saying. Even if you say I don't use Facebook, your Facebook personal profile probably gets more clicks, more views, more engagement than any web page that you have on the internet. Okay. So I want you to get this concept in your head, because there's you, but what about all these, what about all the other James Smileys? Or what about all the other, all the other influencers, or all the other people coming up, especially in America? What about all these other people? Do you think they know this? I promise you they don't. And guess what they're doing? They're buying ClickFunnels, and they're trying to build funnels, and they're trying to do all this stuff when, guys, the fish are already in the pond. Okay, so I'm telling you how to make a highly strategic move and how to get in front of them and say, look, the fish are already in the pond, dude. Okay, let me show you how to do that. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean here. I just want to make sure you understand this concept that the fish are in the pond, or the Facebook page is where the money is. Okay, look. When I realized this, you and I both, I was shocked at what happened. We started growing multi-seven-figure companies, and it just off personal profiles. In fact, people like Akbar Sheikh, Chad Thibodeau, a lot of other people that I've taught this to, they have literally gone out and built seven-figure companies, US dollar companies, completely using their personal page. Guys, zero ad spend, zero Facebook group. They just use their personal page. They go on there and they market. They do Facebook Lives every single day. They build an audience and they crush it. Okay. This was one of my businesses last year. I made this post in October 11th. Yeah, October 11th. 800. We just crossed $800,000 for this company. This company completely markets on Facebook. There's no ads. There's no. I think last year we had like $3,000 in ads. We were testing something one month, but we have no ad spend on this. Okay, just to let you know, this stuff happens. This is real deal stuff. Okay. So look, here's the 6-point money-making machine. To be honest, I'm almost like, I can't believe I'm going to show you this, but this is, I'll show you exactly how this works. Okay. So look, here's the 6-point system. So what I did was I went to the Facebook personal profile and I started looking at it. I started saying, how can this become the funnel? Because the traffic's there. How can it become the funnel? Once again, I want you to remember the concept of everything I'm teaching you here. Guys, it's about simplicity. Getting started and making serious money is about simplicity. Now, if you want to grow a multi-million-dollar company, yeah, it's going to be complex as hell. But I'm just telling you, to start with making $500 US dollars a month, $2,000 US dollars a month, $5,000 US dollars a month, it's about simplicity. Don't overthink it. I just told you where the traffic is, so you don't have to go, well, where's the traffic? And now I'm showing you the funnel. So you don't have to go, where's the funnel? The funnel's right there. And I just showed you the 6 points. Okay. This big thing on the top. So this is back when like blogs were big. There was like Howard Forum and all these places we used to market. We used to write articles and market people's stuff on there. And I remember there was this big thing called banner ads. And there's like these switching banner ads, all stuff. This was the big thing back in the day. And this is like the original digital marketing stuff. And I remember when I looked at the Facebook personal profile and I said, good God, that looks like a banner, like a banner ad. And we were buying banner ads. In fact, we were buying banner ads off this place called, I think it was called 99. I think it was 99 Designs. I think it's still there today. And, excuse me. And so I was like, I wonder if I could actually change my Facebook banner to be like a banner ad. I mean, you guys have to understand the traffic's already there. So what if I could make this look like a banner? And that's what we did. And this is now you see like, okay, now that you're seeing this, I guarantee the light bulb went on for at least half of you and you're going, holy crap, I've seen people do this. Like I guarantee half of you all of a sudden said, like you were doubting and then you saw it, you're like, oh damn, I've actually seen people do this. I didn't know this, right? I didn't know that's what they were doing. This is exactly what they're doing, okay? But here's how you make the funnel even better. Number 2, you need an authority call to action. So this is kind of like in the, there's a section called the bio description. Now, a lot of people get in here and they're like, you know, father of 4 and all this, that's fine, right? But like, if you're going to use this for business, you want to say something about your business or say something about what you do, right? So this is a great place to utilize. This is the second part. The third part is links. My gosh, they even let you put links, okay? I'm going to show you how mine is, and I'm going to show you how it works. But there's a really cool link thing here. So you have one link. This is the key. You want one link, okay? Now I'm going to show you how to have one link, but splice that traffic out to different sites. But really, you want one link. I'll show you how this works. I'll pull up my page here in a second. Then there's social proof, which, guys, think about a sales page, right? You got social proof, okay? Well, Facebook has this thing called the feature image, which is number 4, where number 4 is pointing. And we have actually figured out, I know this for sure, we're like Russell Brunson doesn't do this yet, Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't do this yet. We actually figured out this hack to put videos in the feature image section. So all those little tiles there for number 4 are all videos. These are all video testimonials. So guys, I want you to start thinking about like if you were to build a sales page, right? You got graphics, you got videos, you got call to actions, you got links. It's all right here, right? Number 5 is content, right? Like how many websites and whatnot have content, or they have blogs, or they have, right? So you have content on the Facebook page, and also you have the ability to do custom traffic. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. I'll literally show you how this works, but you have the ability to get custom traffic, okay? So this is the actual 6-point system. So the big process here, okay, and I'll pull my Facebook page and show you, but I want you to understand the strategy is you want to update 1 through 6, what I just showed you on your personal profile, or if you're going to do this as a service, which I would encourage you to do it, you'll make a lot of money doing that. This is what you do for somebody. You update 1 through 6, you show them this system, and they're going to go, oh, you are a genius. I can't believe you figured this out. Don't tell them it was me. Just pretend like it was you, and you just sell it to them. And trust me, they're going to think you're amazing. Okay. And then number 2, you want to friend request people in the niche. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. So don't worry about that. And then number 3, you want to help them post content, or they can post their own content. If you don't want to get that involved, you can just do number 1 here and sell that as a service. You can do 1 and 2, or you can do 1, 2, and 3. So this right here kind of becomes like your packages that you would sell. But this right here is really the process of, like what I'm telling you is just doing 1 through 6. It doesn't really work. You need to actually have the right people on there, because some of you were looking at this and you're going, okay, man, Smiley, I can do this. I can make these updates, but the only people on my Facebook is my grandma, my cousin, people from my grade school. That's the problem, right? So you need to know, how do you friend request 5,000 people who are within a niche, right? So now when you're posting content, you have a free way to advertise to 5,000 people that are within a niche. Okay. If you had the ability to advertise for free to 5,000 niche people, could you sell to them? Could you make money? Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So, all right. I'm going to kind of like break stride here and show you, normally I don't do this, but I was thinking about this today. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to show you guys. All right. All right. So here's my personal profile right now. Okay. Okay. So look, here's that. In fact, I think I can do this as, someone else, view as. So this is what you would see, okay? So this right here, this is stuff that talks about me. It says #1 B2B digital marketing consultant, $210 million in sales, IPO in my 20s. It says mentoring in my link. Oh, shoot, mentoring in your link. Okay, click the link. Ooh, look at this thing. Isn't that cool? Okay, so this is a thing called Link Wizard. So this is the type of software that you can tell your clients, say, look, I will set you up with the software. This software will allow you to manage any of your links. This is actually better than a website, to be honest with you. Like, you can literally just use your Facebook page and Link Wizard. You don't even need a funnel, to be honest with you, okay? Like, you can drive people here and they can call you, email you, get in your Facebook Messenger. If you have funnels, they can get in your funnels. They can book meetings with you. You can put your calendar link, any of that kind of stuff in here. Let me show you how Link Wizard works real quick, just so you can understand what's going on here. So Link Wizard is basically like a really pimped out version of Bitly. Okay, it's like a URL shortener. Okay, so basically what you do is you come in here just like Bitly, right? If you've ever been to Bitly, you come in here and you copy and paste like a link in here, right? So I can take any link and put it in here. Okay. Like an example, okay, like we're promoting this right now. This is actually a live promotion we're doing right now. Okay. But if I wanted to mask this in Bitly, I would go like this. Now, I'm sorry, in Link Wizard, I'd go like this. Okay. Now here's the thing. I can actually use a custom domain. So isn't this cool? Like, I can actually have, instead of it being bit.ly, it's jamessmiley.vip. It's kind of cool, right? I can also do a customized extension. So I can say like birthday special. Then check out all this other cool stuff I can do in here. So I can actually, if my Facebook pixel is added in here, I can actually select my Facebook pixel. So this is just, you do this in the settings. You basically copy and paste your pixel in the settings. This is crazy. Now, anybody who clicks on this link off of my Facebook page, okay, this will actually pixel them in my Facebook audience. So I can retarget. I'm telling you, this is like some space age crap going on here, okay? You can pixel people just them clicking on your link. Then I can put in a description here. So I can say like 3/31/20 Facebook post birthday special offer link. Okay, that way I kind of remember what it was. Another thing is, if I want there to be like a preview, because a lot of times there'll be like a little picture that pops up. So I'll show you like, okay, like, oh damn, I don't know why my Facebook is doing this right now. The Facebook is doing this thing where it's like logging me out every few minutes. I don't know why, but I was researching that. I don't even know why that is. So here's a post that I did. There's a link wizard link. Okay, this right here is a custom photo that I uploaded right here. Okay, so basically I can feature my own photo. I can also customize my own headline here. You cannot do this in Facebook. You cannot do this in Bitly. Okay, you cannot do this anywhere. Okay, now guys, if you've ever run ads, this is exactly what you can do in an ad. You can customize the photo, customize the headline, and I want you to check this out, okay? If this were a normal image, okay, like let's say, okay, I mean, this is a funny post, but okay, this is just an image I uploaded. And when you click on this image, what happens? Just pops up the image, okay? What the hell is that sound? Somebody is flying a drone right outside my window. Not outside my window, but real close to my house. That was really funny. Okay, coming back. So here, if you click on this, because it was built in Link Wizard in this thing, I want you to see how this is this is exact functionality of an ad. You click on this. Oh, wow, where's it going? It's redirecting me. I wonder where it's going to go. Holy crap, it's going to my funnel. Okay, that's exactly what happens when you click on an ad image. It goes right to your funnel, okay? I mean, isn't that crazy? Like, okay, and also you can customize the headline here. Like I wrote this headline in, see category kings, Kevin, Dean, Brian, and James. I literally typed that in, okay? So, and you can put the description and all that stuff and save it. Okay, now, so all that is really, really cool, okay? Now, guys, remember, you can do this for your clients. They are going to freak out. When they see this, they're going to be like, holy crap, this is unbelievable. I think you can get this, by the way, I'm an owner in the software. I'm an actual like executive in the software. But you should be able to get your client to buy the software for pretty cheap. It's like 10 or 20 bucks a month. It's not like they're spending $100 a month, okay? So it's for a US person, that's nothing, okay? Now, look what happens in the tracking here. I can track clicks. I get all this data. The other thing is, let me see if I have one here. If you set it up in their funnel, oh yeah, so here's one right here. This, see, I have a tracking pixel in my funnel. So this is, I have an $11 funnel. And so this is basically saying of these 38 clicks, 78% of them converted into a lead in that funnel. 78% of these clicks converted. Now, I want you to think about how powerful this is, okay? Because this is a freaking Facebook post. Guys, I hope you're learning something here. This is a Facebook post. There's no chance Facebook is going to tell you how many people clicked on this link. Or any link. They're not telling you, right? I don't know why the hell it keeps doing that. But when you use something like Link Wizard, it tells you how many people clicked and how many people opted in, how many people bought. So guys, this is going to make you look like a total freaking genius, okay? The other thing is this thing right here, this social profile link thing here, okay? That is set up right here under social profiles on the left. And so this one right here, so this is how this is set up. So this tells me where the clicks are coming through on what part of my Link Wizard like landing page there. So this is one thing I didn't know is when we first put this up, 32% of my clicks were going to my LinkedIn page. There is zero chance you would know that if this link click was going to like a ClickFunnels page or something like that. You would not know where are they clicking from there, right? But see, so if this, all the clicks possible, how would you know that this little teeny square here in the bottom that says LinkedIn, 32% of the traffic clicked there and went there? Isn't that weird? So this is how like you will become an absolute genius showing somebody this. And like you're literally making their Facebook page into a machine, into a money-making machine, okay? Like this is some tricked out stuff, okay? Now, so let me go back to the presentation. I'm just going to kind of like, guys, this is training, okay? So don't, I can make this like sales pitch voice and all that stuff, but I'm just going to show you straight up, okay? Look, I'm just going to be real and I'll show you. So look, so the second thing you're probably wondering, this whole thing about like friend connecting and how do you find niches, okay? So guys, this is easier than you think, okay? Somebody give me a niche. First person. Somebody give me any niche. I don't care what it is. Give me a niche. Okay, travel agency, life coach, dentist, all those are easy, okay? Type in life coach, okay? Go to groups, okay? Here's life coach group. Here's another coaching group. Here's another coaching group, okay? All these coaching groups, guys, have literally thousands. If this was your client, okay, they're all freaking right here in this group, these groups. I hope you understand that. They're all your people are right here, okay? So we use a software called Friend Connector. It's a Chrome extension, okay? What Friend Connector does is it allows you to go into a group. So let me just go into a group here, okay? If you guys think this is fire, type in the word fire. If you type in the word fire, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to drop this crazy fire on you. Okay. So like for me, a lot of my clients are in the ClickFunnels Facebook group. Okay. So what Friend Connector allows you to do is come in here, and it's a Chrome extension. And when you click on that Chrome extension, it will start to friend request the people who are in this group. Okay. Because guess what? These people these are my people. These are my buyers. Okay. So start to friend request all these people. Now this one has a little bit too many people in it. Okay. So a better group to go into would be one like this. Fill your funnel. Okay. This group costs money to be in. So I know there's 130 people in here who paid like a couple $1,000s to be in a group. But I also know that this is a product that the only person that would buy this would be somebody who's my client, okay? So what I'm saying here, guys, is you ask your client who you're working for, who is your ideal customer, okay? Where would they be? What kind of Facebook group would they be in, okay? Then you find those Facebook groups. You come in here, and the smaller the better, honestly. 130 is awesome, okay? Because I'm telling you guys, if you can sell to 130 people, you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars you can probably make off these people. Like over a year, I don't know about hundreds on 130, but honestly, you could probably do at least 150,000, 150,000 off 130 people. And you're gonna need more than that. But what I'm saying is, on your personal page, you can put 5,000 people. Okay, you don't want 4,000 people who are like your grandma and your cousin, your coworkers, right? Take all those people off, okay, for your client. So say, look, man, there's two ways you can do this, okay? You can build a funnel, spend thousands of dollars, pay for ads and traffic, spend thousands of dollars, or you can pay me $500 and I will get you all the same damn sales. I'll use your Facebook personal page, but we got to get your grandma and your cousin off of there. Or just tell them you're going to see all this business going on your personal page. It's not that hard to sell them on it, okay, because of the ROI, okay? So Friend Connector is a Chrome extension, and as soon as you're in this group, it will start friend requesting all the members, okay? Now, if your personal profile is set up like I told you, dude, I don't know why this thing's logging me out all the time. Retarded. Man, this is so weird. So weird. Anyway, oh, sweet. I have to type in a new password? Okay, we'll do this later. Hey, that sucks. But okay, so if your personal profile is set up like I showed you here, when you friend request people, more than 50% of them will accept your friend request. Why? Because they're going to look on your personal profile and go, oh, he's one of us. He's cool, right? He talks. He's in our niche. Okay. So, okay. All right. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you're getting it, type the word "getting it." Say "getting it," or say "get it." If you're totally lost, type in the word "lost." No, I'm kidding. Don't type the word "lost." Are you guys getting this? Seriously, are you guys getting what I'm saying here? Are you tracking with me? Someone says got it. Awesome. Someone says getting it. Getting it, getting it, getting it. Okay. All right, cool. Here comes all the, okay. It's like a 10-second, 20-second delay. So for a second, I'm always like, I wonder if they're getting it. Okay. Then the last thing you do is you post, you post content. Now there's really 3 types of content, and I was going to say I'll show you what they are. But let me see if I can log back into my page in like 20 seconds here. Just give me a second. Yeah, Facebook is doing this because there's like all these new security measures. Okay, cool. It's letting me back in. But this is a perfect example of their algorithm tripping, like completely doing something that it should not do. Okay. Sorry about that. So there's 3 post types, okay? Goodwill, affinity, and authority. This is how you will become a freaking genius, is if you want to start helping them with posts, or you could just kind of coach them up and tell them, look, based on the training that I've took from a guy named James Smiley, I'm telling you, there are 3 types of posts you want to make: goodwill, affinity, and authority. Okay. You can show them what it is. Okay. So let me show you. So, okay. So this right here, I officially turned the big 4-0. I'm about to absolutely crush this freaking webinar in the middle of the night. Okay, this right here is kind of like a lifestyle post. It's basically saying, dude, I'm living this entrepreneur life, right? I'm 40, I'm still hustling, I'm working through the middle of the night, I'm about to crush a webinar. It's 1 in the morning, and I'm still about to crush a webinar, okay? So this is more of an affinity post. We're just talking about lifestyle. This is more of an authority post saying, hey guys, I'm speaking with Dean Graziosi, Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank, Brian Page, who's huge. This right here, you might be in Texas if, okay, I'm from Texas, I'm living in Texas. So it's like a joke, right? So this right here is basically like what's like a goodwill post. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just kind of funny. Okay. It's just building goodwill. See, our content team posts up to 10 pieces of content per day. Oh, this right here is a goodwill post. Okay. This is a post that has no links. There's no reason I should be giving out this information, but it's a piece of information that we have, on our system. And I just posted this out there, and it's just a really good way to people go, man, that guy's cool as hell, man. Geez, look at, he just posted all that stuff. Easy cheat sheet for us. Okay. So those are the 3 types of content. And if, like I said, guys, you don't have to get in the content piece if you don't want to. Just doing these 2 things right here will significantly help somebody grow their page And I mean, somebody can completely crush it just by doing that right there. Okay. Once again, guys, remember I told you traffic and funnel, right? Traffic and funnel. This is the process right here, guys. Like the traffic's there. This is framing up the funnel, right? Number 2 is really the traffic. Okay. This is the traffic, right? Like you got to get the right person, the life coach or the dentist or whatever, right? Like if the person you want to, okay, guys, I'm just gonna like skip around here just because this is like a real training. Okay, I'm not gonna like sell you with some damn, like you use car salesman voice right now. Okay, so my second point here is how do you start a business doing this? Okay, without spending a minute on advertising. Well, the thing is that your clients are also on Facebook. Okay, so oh my god, isn't this annoying? It's like every 5 minutes I have to log in. Okay, so let's say you wanted to do life coaches. Again, I'll just because we're doing life coaches. Dentist is actually probably easier. So what you want to do is go into these groups and start looking at who these people are. Okay, so let me go into one of these groups. So I can go into, I'll go into the ClickFunnels group. It's a huge group. It seems convoluted. Like there's a ton of weird people. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go to this membership list because not all these people are active. Okay. You want to look and see who's engaging in posts. These are the active people. Okay. These are the people you want to court. Okay. So, how are you doing lead gen online? So any of these people, so this person says, grow your followers. I'm trying to read their stuff. This guy is actually from Dallas. Video case study, 470 leads in 30 minutes. Learn how. Okay. So like if this guy was who I would be looking for, then I would just friend request him right there. Right. Or you can have the friend request software come down here and friend request them. Okay. So once they're your friend, okay, now, so it shows up in your notifications who your new friends are. Okay. So I don't know if I've accepted any friend requests here, but it shows who they are. And, I get like hundreds a week of friend requests. We always have like at least 1,000 that we haven't responded to. But it'll show up in here, okay? Every single time somebody shows up in here and says, hey, so-and-so is your new friend, you PM that person, okay? And and basically you send them a PM swipe. So for you to hire clients or to find clients, you would PM them, and here's what you PM them, okay? If the guy's name is Chris, hey, Chris, thanks for accepting my friend request. Just so you know, I'm a hardworking virtual assistant from India, or whatever you want to call yourself, virtual assistant or whatever. You can say consultant, whatever, who helps people like you in the health niche, let's say, or life coaching niche or dentist niche. Get free leads off your social media. I have a proprietary 6-point system I use. It works instantly, and you don't have to do anything except tell me where to route the leads. Phone, do you want to go to a phone call, a sales page, whatever. Let me know if I can help you, but either way, best of luck to you in everything you do. My best in your name, okay? This script right here will pull clients for you. We have proven this over and over and over again. This script right here, if you PM it to people and if your profile is set up right, this will pull clients. Now, if your profile looks like, you're, walking your dog, they're probably going to be like, I don't know anything about this person. Okay. But if you set it up like I just showed you, they will respond to this. Okay. This right here, guys, is worth a lot of money. This literally could be worth thousands of US dollars to you, just this right here. Okay. Because if you use this PM, it does work. Okay. So I showed you the system right here. How do you get clients? You PM them. It's free. You don't have to run ads. You don't have to whatever. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. You PM them. You take this swipe. You PM them. The best part is there's no ad spend and it's instant client results. You will get people responding right away. Okay. If you guys took this right here and copy and pasted this to 20 people today, and make sure you fill this out, right? Don't say health niche if they're not in the health niche. Like take 10 seconds and look at their page. Okay. See what they do. Okay. But if you PM people and you did this 20 times, I promise you'll get 3, 4, 5 people responding to you. Okay. Those are 3 or 4 or 5 people who are interested in you possibly doing this for them. At that point, you just need to, close them down. Okay. But, so anyway, I just showed you the entire system of how the Facebook money machine works. I showed you how to find clients so you can literally start your own business. And then also, let me tell you how the kind of the pitch goes so you can have like what we call a no risk offer so you can actually make money doing this. Okay. Okay, so here's exactly how you do it. You have your offer. Okay. So let's say your offer is, $500 and you'll do the 6-point Facebook money machine setup. Okay. And you can tell them that it includes custom banner, 10 content posts, content images, a lead magnet funnel, whatever else you want to throw in. Okay. You don't have to do any of this stuff. You don't have to do a lead magnet funnel. You don't have to, if you don't know how to do the banner, find somebody off Fiverr. Guys, this guy's going to pay you $500. You can get a banner done for $20. Okay. You will have the money to do a banner. Okay. So this is the offer. Now guys, trust me, if you start out at $500, people are going to buy that right away. They're going to suck that up. If you want it to be absolute gangbuster fire, do it for like $250. You'll get so many people responding at $250. You'll actually be like, dude, I need to slow down. Okay. There's too many people who want this. I'm not kidding you at all. Okay. If you want to charge premium and do it right, do it for $1,000. Seriously, do it for $1,000. You'll find one to 3 people a month who will do it for $1,000. So you run this whole system, and now you have some money to hire 1 or 2 people or 3 people to help you set all this up. Maybe you're going to pay out $400, and you keep $600. Okay, I mean that's pretty simple. So look. The person that you're selling this to, the influencer expert or whatever, they're going to want this. They just don't want any risk, right? They don't know who you are. Okay. So what's going to happen when you ask for money is they're going to be like, well, man, this sounds good, but I don't know who you are. What they're really saying is, I don't trust you yet. I don't know you yet. I think there's some risk. Now, don't be offended by that, because if you were in their shoes, you might be saying the same thing. Okay? But here's what you do. Use this line. This is one of the best sales lines. Say, sir or ma'am, let me completely remove that risk for you. Totally understand. Let me remove the risk for you. Just pay me 25% down to cover my team's cost. Just the team cost. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to pay for a whole bunch of stuff. Just pay me 25% down. It'll cover the cost of my team so I can pay my team. Okay. And when I'm done, and when you're 100% satisfied, then you pay me the rest. Is that a deal? I can tell you that is so reasonable, guys. That is so reasonable that you'll be surprised how fast people do that. They go, okay, yeah, that sounds really reasonable. I appreciate you letting me do that. I mean, literally, they'll become your friend. They're like, man, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you being that nice, right? This is how you get your first client, your second client, your third client, right? Some of you guys are probably going, I don't have any social proof. I don't have any testimonials. Guys, welcome to the party. Do you think Apple had testimonials or the iPhone? No one has testimonials when you start. This is how you start, okay? This is exactly how you start, okay? All right, so The question that you really need to ask yourself is, how much money do you want to make a month? Okay, because I'm telling you, the system that I just showed you right there is worth a lot of money. Okay, for some of you, you're going to take this system and go crush it, and this system will change your life. Some of you might need a little bit of help. You might need me to kind of help you and guide you. But let me ask you a question, okay? What we tell our current students right now, my US paid high ticket coaching students, is if you spend an hour a day doing this, I guarantee you this is going to do $1,000 or a couple $1,000 a month. Just an hour a day. It'll do a couple $1,000 a month. Okay. Because you'll at least be able to get to 1 to 2, maybe 3 clients a week. Because guys, I'm talking about if you PM 20 people a day, 5 days a week, you're going to pick up 2 to 3 clients a week. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. And if those are $500 a client, do the math. I mean, this is a completely lucrative business. Okay. And do you see why this is better than affiliate marketing, okay, now I got to find affiliate product, then I got to write all these emails, then I got to build this list, then I got you got to go build the traffic, guys, this stuff's already there. It's already there, okay? So look, it really is that simple, and this is what I wanted to share with you today. So look, let me recap really quickly. I told you I was going to tell you these 3 things. I told you I was going to tell you where to get unlimited traffic on Facebook in any niche for free. I showed you that, right? I was going to tell you how to start your own online business without spending a dime on ads, right? Basically, I'm telling you, where do you go find these people, the people who you can do this for? I literally showed you exactly how to do it, okay? And I showed you about the no-risk offer, gave you the whole swipe file and all that stuff so you know how to approach them so you can get paid, okay? So I did that. Look. What I wanted to say is if this just made you an extra, this is super low, guys, an extra 1 to 5 lark per month, what would that do for you? And to be honest, shouldn't you honestly do that? If you had to spend 1 hour a day to make 1 to 5 extra larks per month, shouldn't you, don't you owe it to yourself to do that? I literally just showed you this, and I think I would be unethical to tell you that for you to take what I just showed you and do nothing with it. If you need to start a business and make money, this is the absolute fastest, easiest way to do it. We have students right now who we've currently trained to do this, and they're going out there and they're crushing it. We have some of them doing over $1,000 a month right now. Look, what would an extra $500 or $1,000 US dollars? I honestly think that's low. But what would an extra $500 or $1,000 US dollars do for you? Okay. So look, that's what I wanted to share with you. One thing I do want to tell you is if you want me to help you and kind of be your personal coach and implement this, I'm going to share with you a little bit of a way that we can work together. Is that cool? Are you guys cool if I share with you? You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I do have a really cool special. And one thing that the team asked me to do was to give you guys a really cool birthday special as well on this. So we're actually going to do something that we've never done before. I see some names, some common names that have been on some of our webinars. You're going to be shocked at the birthday special. So is this cool if I share this with you guys? Type in the word yes if you're cool if I share some of this with you. Okay. All right. Type in the word yes if you want me to share with you how I can work with you and help you implement this. Okay. I see a whole bunch of yeses. Okay, cool. All right. So, and guys, let's make sure we're, Tammy, let's make sure we're tracking all the questions because I definitely want to do a Q&A here, help everyone out. Okay, so what we have is a product called Crush 2020, and this is going to help you set this entire thing up in just 16 days, okay? Literally from today, 16 days from now, you'll have this entire funnel set up on your Facebook personal profile. You'll have clients, the whole thing set up in 16 days, okay? So that's pretty much unbelievable. Okay. And so here's what we do. So, let me Let me do this just so I can explain it a little bit easier. Okay, so what we do is we break it down into 3 weeks. Okay, so in the first week, we do all the personal profile stuff. We show you the personal profile money machine. We walk you through it. We show the entire 6-point system. But we're really going to go into depth and showing you how do you get these banners updated? Where do you go get them updated? How do you get headline clicks? When somebody clicks on your banner, how do you make sure that that click goes to a page? How do you set up the funnel so that, Link Wizard and all these things are working, right? And we're also going to give you a lead magnet funnel. We're actually going to give you a downloadable lead magnet funnel that you can put on your page, or you can use this for clients. So you can say, hey, I've got the funnel that works with this system. I just need to customize it with your colors and your headline. But we have a funnel that we can use as well. Okay, so that's all week 1. So we'll get the entire Facebook profile set up, and you'll have the whole Facebook money machine thing up and running. Week 2 is all about sales scripts and swipes. So this is all about how do you talk to people on the phone. We go through our entire high ticket sales system. So this is one of our most valuable things of this whole thing. We're actually going to give you our high ticket sales script in here. Okay, so we have actually had multiple people get this just because they want that script. Okay, so we're going to give you the sales script, and also we're going to give you our PM and DM swipes so that you know exactly how to PM and DM all these guys. Man, if you hear that siren, that is a tornado siren, but it's perfectly blue skies, which is really weird. I know there's not a tornado. I can tell you that because there's no clouds in the sky. Okay, and then so guys, week 1, all about the Facebook profile, getting all that set up, making sure you know how to do that for yourself and for clients. Okay, that's done. You're going to know if I need contractors, whatever. You're going to know how to get all that set up. Week 2 is how do you go about connecting with and getting clients, right? So this is the scripts and all that stuff and the swipes. Week 3 is going to be all about building your team, bringing on your first client, getting testimonials from them, and really building the business. This is kind of like getting the business flowing here. So it's like 5 days where we really go through how do you get the business flowing? How do you automate a lot of the processes and tasks? So guys, this is a simple process. 3 simple things to instantly start making money. Guys, if you take this back to the way this whole thing started, guys, I started by saying, get your ass off the conveyor belt lifestyle, make your life more simpler. Guys, this is 1, 2, 3. Literally, this is a 1, 2, 3. It's using Facebook. I showed you where the people are. You know what I mean? This is so unbelievably simple. And I can tell you guys, we have 16-year-old kids that start crushing it on this. There's no reason why you could not do this. 0. Okay. So total value here, US dollars, is $3,991. Now, obviously, I didn't come here to charge you $3,000. But can you see how when we're selling this to the U.S. and we're teaching people how to do $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month with this same thing? Guys, this is the same 16-day system. Okay, and then we charge them. We charge them $2,500, $2,497. Can you see why they do that? That's why they spend $2,500 on it, because they're going to build a $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, $50,000 a year business. Okay, so it's that normal business exchange. They're like, hey, if I told you I was going to give you a $50,000 a year business, would you give me $2,000 back or $2,500 back? Right? Is that a good investment for you? Of course it is. It's a crazy investment, right? You would do that all day long. So you can see in the U.S. why this makes a lot of sense. Now, I just know, practically speaking, most of you don't have $2,000, $3,000. It's the weirdest thing, that siren going off. So here's what I'm going to do for you, okay? I'm going to give the entire 16-day system, okay? We have retailed this as low as $997 on some specials, but instead of doing that, we're not even going to do that. I'm going to give it to you guys today on a birthday special for just 2,500 rupees. 2,500 rupees, okay? I want you to think about what you spend 2,500 rupees on, okay? And will that help you build a business that's doing at least $500 a month, that's doing $2,000 a month? No, okay? So So that's what we have for you today, guys. It's a really, really cool special. Because we're doing it at such a low, this is actually 50% off, the 50% off discount of what we normally sell this for. And this is true. There are people on this call who've seen this and they're going, oh, dude, he's going to sell it at whatever, right? No, we literally just lowered it 50%. It's 50% off, okay? Just because of my birthday. So look, if you're in any way going, man, this is the deal, I got to do it. I don't know how, but I got to do it. Like, I'm telling you, you should jump in. Like this is, honestly, guys, I don't know any other way to do this. And hopefully you've seen by the amount of time I put in, the honesty and realness about this call. I didn't just come on here and try to sell you a bunch of crap or motivate you through a bunch of the tip. Guys, I know how to do the whole spiel here on these webinars. Okay. It's like you sell them what they want, you give them what they need, the whole bullshit on that. Okay. I didn't do that to you. Okay. I literally showed you how to do this for real. Okay. And I'm just saying, like, hey, if you need more details, if you need the swipes, if you need some of the details, and you need the coaching and the mentor, you want me by your side helping you through this, I'll give you the entire system. Okay. So, so let's go ahead and take questions. I think Raj just posted where you can pay. Is ClickFunnels a part of the? Okay, so let me answer some questions here. One thing I wanted to say here is I want you guys to think about this. Okay. So I think some people are already jumping in, which is awesome. But I want you to think about this, okay? In the business world, in entrepreneurism, there's this thing that you have to think about on cost versus value, okay? When I was young, I saw everything as a cost, okay? I saw the whole world as a cost, to be honest with you. And so whenever somebody offered me something, whether it was a meal, anything, buying gas, buying clothes, anything, I always thought, what does it cost? Okay. And it wasn't even about what I was getting. It was about what does it cost? Okay. And I learned that that's actually how my dad spoke, because my dad was super poor. And, I don't have anything against my dad, but I'm just saying, like, I got it from my dad. And he was just like, everything was like, I can't afford it. James, we can't afford that. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. I just want to tell you, coming back to how we started when we first got on this call, everybody, I told you, if you want things to change, something has to change. And honestly, not only am I providing you a way for us to team together and get this system, but more than that, I'm helping you overcome a mental block, which is doing what I used to do when I was a kid, which is look at, oh my God, there's a cost, instead of what is the value? What is the return? Okay. Because here's what I can do. Here's what I can say. If you're going to look at this and now, number one, some people are just pessimistic. They're narcissists. And those kind of people, we can't help, right? Like, they see anything and they just doubt it. Okay. But most people are not like that. Most people, they just logically see it as a cost. And they have trouble seeing the value in the package and the opportunity that's there. Okay. If you're going to look at the possibility of tomorrow, of purchasing this in tomorrow, and you're going to instantly say, well, what if I don't? What if I don't? What if I don't get a sale? What if I can't? What if it doesn't work? Okay. Like, you've already screwed yourself for tomorrow, because you're thinking negatively in every negative scenario. You're actually putting faith into your negative emotions about tomorrow. And this is true. Like, this if you study NLP or any of these kind of things, you'll see that what you're really doing is you're screwing yourself for tomorrow. Okay. Because isn't it interesting that because what you should be saying, and what somebody who's had a lot of success would say is, man, what if this happened? What if I got in? What if I did this? What if I got my first $1,000 client? How would that change things I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, those are the people who win. And this isn't like, guys, I'm not trying to like hard close you or anything like that. I'm just trying to be honest and tell you, like, there's a mental shift here that has to happen. Like if you want to go from making whatever you make now to making $1,000 or making whatever you make now to making $5,000 a month, that might seem so outlandishly out there. But what I'm telling you is the only way that will happen is for you to shift how you think about these two words right here. Okay? Because guys, you might be continue to get on webinar after webinar and training after training, and you're just looking for, I hope I get on this one that's just going to be this pathway to gold. And guys, it will never happen until, even with my product cannot help you unless you solve this problem. Until you start to say, you know what, I'm going to think about the positive. I'm going to think about what would happen. I'm going to think about the value of this. Okay, here's another metaphor, a way to think about this. If you've ever played sports, okay, you know that before you go up to bat or before you play the game or the night before, you are dreaming about that game. You are thinking about that game. On the bus ride there, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about how you're going to kick the ball, catch the ball, whatever it is, right? Whatever the sport is, run, whatever it is, jump, whatever. You're imagining success. And this is how top athletes are. This is how top performers are. And this is how top people in business are, my friends. Okay? And so if you leave with anything today, I want you to make sure you take what I just said to heart, that this is how you will be successful, is owning up to how you think about success and how you think about your tomorrow and your future. Okay. So anyway, guys, I've got the whole thing here for you. Only today, if you do this tomorrow, it'll be back to the regular price. And guys, but like people always buy it at the regular price, so it's smoke and deal at the regular price. But it's like an unbelievable deal right now. I can't believe we did this one. Actually, I did not know we were going to do this until this morning. I was like, "Are you sure we're going to do this at that price?" I was like, "Okay." Birthday special, hook everyone up. So, okay, so let's do some Q&A really quick. So I saw some questions and I had some people PM me. So I'm trying to go through these. I fear becoming visible. Can I overcome it in the program? Absolutely. See, here's the thing. You don't have to do this in your profile. All you have to do is PM people, tell them a little bit about who you are, and it's not. I'm sorry, it's not even tell them who you are. It's tell them what you can do for them, and have them just ask people to give you a chance. Okay, here's one thing I can tell you about selling somebody something, like, because you're not talking about $20,000. You're not saying, "Hey, send me $20,000 and I'll do this." You know, like you're not. It's not a lot of risk for somebody in the U.S. Okay, $500. It's not a lot of risk. Okay, and just to show you an example. I mean, I've got stuff all around my desk. Like I've got this headsets. It's like $200. I've got this wireless mic headsets, $450. Okay, like, dude, people in the U.S. have stuff that costs $500 like everywhere. Okay, so. I'm just saying, like, it's not that. I'm just trying to look around and see what else would I have that's like literally within reach. I mean, here's another 2 headsets. These are both over $100. Okay. So here's a lavalier mic that's $50. So what I'm saying is, just saying, hey, give me a chance to prove myself, and you'll see the results. Now, here's the thing. Like, if you don't want to tell them your name or anything like that, or if your Facebook profile is like a black circle, there's no photo, then yeah, I'm telling you, probably no one wants to do business with you. So if I were you, I would just put on there like somebody's photo. I'd put something on there Okay. I shouldn't tell you that because I think that might be against Facebook's terms and conditions, but people do it. Okay. Or they put a cartoon or something like that. But, you don't want to look like some black operative, like you got to remember, like you're international and people don't know who you are. So I would try to at least just have a little bit about who you are there, but, or send them like a PDF that shows who you are, what you do, you can do something like that, but there's easy ways to get around that. But the answer is you don't have to worry about that at all. Would this system not help us get clients for our niche? Of course. I mean, yeah, what niche is it? The answer is 100% yeah. I mean, I just showed you, like, I don't care what, like you can, like I was on a webinar one time and doing this and somebody was like, well, we sell government software. Perfect. We found a website that has, so life skill, I mean, this is like super easy, life skill coaching, super easy, right? Literally type in life skill coaching in Facebook, click on groups, find those groups, and then use Friend Connector to connect all those people on your page. Like if you have 2,000 people right now or whatever you have right now that are not your ideal clients, unfriend all of them, okay? And if you're worried about like, well, I don't want so-and-so to like, get mad at me for unfriending them, number one, either don't worry about it, or number two, tell them to follow you on Instagram or start a different Facebook page. I don't know, like just tell them to go to your like page or something. I don't know. You start a Facebook group for your family or something like that. I don't know. But like just push them. Like guys, there's so many social media, right? Just push them somewhere else. Or just leave them on there and say, hey, I'm going to start marketing the crap out of my page. So just want to let you guys know you're going to see a lot of stuff here. But yeah, Friend Connector and yeah, it doesn't matter what niche, especially easy niche like that for sure. That's an easy one. So I just want to make sure you understand all your ideal clients will be on there. So the fish are in the water, the bait is there. It's like a marriage made in heaven. It's like a bite waiting to happen on the hook, right? Like it's like right there.
Dinesh messaged me privately. He's asking like, once the money is paid, what's the next step?
Tamay, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, the next step
is, week 1 and week 2 are already recorded, so we should have that in the membership area, close to the membership area.
Yeah, that stuff is in the membership area. Plus, you get access to a personal WhatsApp group with me and Raj. So if you have any problems, any questions, you can ask us anytime. And that's the kind of help that you get. And then we also are going to have the 3rd week live. So I think they'll get access to, like, they'll be able to attend the live training as well. So the next steps are these. You just have to PM us and yeah, we'll hook you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think next week on like Wednesday or something like that, we're doing week 3. We're going to train week 3 and get it all recorded. So we're basically re-recording everything fresh for you guys. Completely fresh for the Indian market. Completely fresh for you, just specifically for you guys.
So the member has a question. He's saying that he understood that he's doing this for others, and he's sort of confused between, do they need to do this for others, or can they also do this for themselves?
Either one.
Either one.
It's 100% the same process. Either one. Yeah. Like if you whatever you sell, right? You just go to your personal profile and represent that on your personal profile, whatever you sell, So, I mean, literally, if somebody put dentist, right, you could just make all this very dentistry looking stuff. Type in the word dentist up here at the top, find all the dentists, friend request all the dentists. So now your thousands of friends become dentists. And now when you publish content, dentists are seeing your stuff, So yeah, I mean, you can use it for yourself. If you want to do it for other people, you can do it for them too. Another thing that somebody is doing, I don't know if I should give away their hack or their thing, but so somebody had this idea, and this is a very, very, very good idea. what they're doing is they're taking these skills and they're going to marketing agencies, digital marketing agencies in the US. And they're saying, hey, I have this 6-point system on how I can turn somebody's Facebook page into a personal money-making machine. Since you already have clients, why don't you let me do this for them? But you approach them, you sell them, and then I'll be the back end and fulfill it, and we'll split the money. So one thing I can tell you is an American can take this and sell it for like $2,000. Okay, low would be like 1,000. Seriously, low would be like 1,000. Okay. Look, if you guys think for any reason, okay, this guy, he's a very good friend of mine, Blake Newbar. He sells an entire course for $1,500 of exactly what I'm just exactly to the T what you're getting for 2,500 rupees. He sells it for 1,500 US dollars. It's literally the exact same thing to the T. Okay, and so I'm just saying, like you know. So on one hand, I'm saying the value is there. The other hand, I'm saying the demand is there. This guy sells it for $1,500, and people buy it like crazy. Okay, people in the U.S. buy this thing like crazy. Okay, so anyway.
So somebody says, we are a small-scale manufacturing industry looking for exports as per customer requirements. This is our niche. How do you find clients in that?
So whatever you're manufacturing, there must be something, right? Is it materials? Is it plastic products? Like, what is it? And it's really like, who are the buyers? You know, who would buy from you? Because I mean, look, guys, some of you just need to type in what you do. Exports. Export and import business worldwide. There's 1,900 posts, not people, posts a day in this group. There's probably like 100,000 people in this group. There's 1,900 posts. Holy crap. That's like 10 a minute. Like, guys, I don't even know that industry. It took me 10 seconds to find a group with 100,000 of his buyers. So that's what I'm saying. This is easier than you think. You know, so I'm just telling you, so far, I've never seen a niche where we couldn't. Guys, there's 2.8 billion people on Facebook. The question you have to ask yourself is that person you want to sell to, do they have a Facebook profile? Because chances are, if they are in a first or second world country, the answer is yes, they have a Facebook profile. So somebody says, do you have to have a ClickFunnels? Nope. This has nothing to do with ClickFunnels. You can do ClickFunnels for other people. Someone says, do you have to pay for a link connector? Nope. You can just have them pay for it. If they don't want a link connector, don't use it for them. But man, I'm telling you, for $10, you can do link connector. See, what I would do is I would do link connector and charge a service fee on top of it. So I would say, look, it's $300 for me to run this whole service for you. If you want link connector, that's an extra $100, and then you pay the $10 a month for it. Or maybe, I don't know, I think it's 10 or 20 bucks a month, but you pay the monthly fee yourself. But for me to set it up for you, it's only $100, but I'll go ahead and set it all up for you for $100. So now you're making $400. You know. Let me see. I had a bunch of PMs here. Let me try to find them real quick. Is this really the lowest price? Yeah. Guys, that is super low. Like, how many times have you been on a webinar and seen something for 2,500 rupees? That's super low. Can I sell on my personal Facebook page? Okay, I don't know where you're going with that, but so Facebook does have terms and conditions that say you cannot sell on your personal page. So it doesn't say you can't market. Okay. So what I would encourage you to do is not go on somebody's personal page or on yours and start saying like, holy crap, fire sale, fire, 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 buy, buy, buy. You know, red arrows, like, okay, that's going to trigger something, right? But guys, this launch did thousands of dollars yesterday, and it's a stupid 2-sentence Facebook post on Facebook Live. How can it do thousands of dollars? Because I'm running my own system. I mean, guys, I'm running my own system. You know? So yeah. So can you tell me more about how to find clients? Yeah, I mean, another hack we teach, I don't know if I should share this, but another hack we teach is come in here and go to books, or I guess it's called Kindle now, right? Or KDP. Okay. Actually, let me just do this. Dentist book. Type here on, okay, so these are all books. So I'm going to look for a dentist. So you want to be a dentist, right? Well, guess what? This guy, Troy, is probably a dentist, okay? Do you think he has a personal Facebook page? Promise you he does. You know how easy this is to find him? Copy and paste his name into Facebook, search for him. You'll probably find him promoting his book, okay? This guy has a product. He's an expert. And I promise he has no damn clue of anything I just shared with you. And his personal Facebook profile is probably going to sell way more of these books than anything he does right now. Most, like 80, I think it's like 89, it's almost 90% of books on Amazon have never sold 100 copies. Almost 90%. Okay. So literally you could just go down this list, find all these people and say, hey, like you don't even have a niche. Your niche is just like go look for authors. Hey, you want me to help you sell stuff on Amazon? Hey, you want me to help you sell stuff on Amazon? Hey, you want me to sell your thing on Amazon? Hey, you want me to sell your thing on Facebook? Hey, you want me to help sell your thing on Facebook? You want me to help you sell your thing on Facebook? I can't believe I just told you that. But, okay. I think I'm getting it. This looks pretty simple. Yep. Let's see if we got some new comments here. That's a great hack. I'm a dentist. This surely will work. Awesome. Okay, cool. It looks like a bunch of you guys joined in. I can't wait to connect with you guys. Tammy, I think that's it. I think I've got almost all the comments. So, do you honestly, okay, here's another one. Sorry, I'm the PM. Do you honestly think any of us can sell an American this service? Guys, sales is a mathematical game, okay? It's, I don't know, I'm going to use the analogy of fishing again, okay? The reason you don't have any clients is because you don't have a pole in the water. You got to put a hook in the water. But I'm telling you, guys, this swipe, this swipe that I put in here is literally like ringing the ATM machine. If you did this 20 times a day, 5 days a week, you will get clients. No, it would be impossible for you not to. The only way you would not get clients if your Facebook profile like says like I'm an a-hole, don't work with me. You know what I mean? Like this is literally what people respond to. We know that. So, yeah, I mean, alrighty. Let's see. There's a couple new ones here. We're looking forward to blowing this rooftop off of this. All right, brother. Looking forward to it too, man. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for being here. I was up until gosh, I was up until like 6:30 in the morning. I was working all night on something. And then I think last night, Tammy was like, hey, man, make sure you get up there for this webinar. So I slept a couple hours, got fired up to hang out with you guys. I'm really glad you guys were here. Thanks so much. I want to really tell you, guys, capitalize on Crush 2020. This thing is crazy. If you've got to go borrow the money, get the money from 3 different people, be an entrepreneur, be resourceful, and be somebody who solves the problem. Solve the problem. Don't find the problem. Don't create the problem. Anyone can go create the problem. Everybody knows I can't figure out the money. I don't have the money in my bank. I don't have the money in my wallet. It's the person who can solve the problem. And I promise you, if you think about how to solve it, you can solve it. And we'll be here for you. So, like I said, guys, this is the most plug and play system. And this is one of the reasons why we've been so excited just to connect with all of our friends now in India. Is this is something anybody can realistically do. Realistically, you don't need to know copywriting. You don't need to know how to smooth people on the phone. You don't need to know tech. Facebook. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. Tammy, that's all I had.